and welcome back to Miss Shepherd Teaches. Today we are going to be doing all about speech, so let's go take a look. I have got here speech, and what I need to do with speech is make sure I'm including some key elements. So I'm going to start really basic, and I want to say go to the shops. So, oops. I'm going to say go to the shops. Now, if I'm saying that, I've got to make sure I include all of the punctuation that I need to go with it. So, first thing, I'm going to use inverted commas. 2 at the start, or 1 at the start, there are 2 lines at the start, and 1 at the end. Notice I have used a capital letter at the start. Speech always starts with a capital letter, so we need to make sure we put that there. At the end, we always need to have a piece of punctuation. Now, I put go to the shops, and I'm going to put a comma because I don't need anything else in there. All I'm going to do is make sure I've got my comma, and afterwards I need to say who has said it. So go to the shops, I said. Now we can start making our sentences a lot more interesting by using speech, but also by varying it up. So I'm going to use the exact same speech, go to the shops, but I'm going to show you how we can change it up. So I'm going to start by putting my reporting clause, this part here, that I said at the start. I said, speech marks, or inverted commas. People call them both, but we're supposed to call them inverted commas. I have got that, and then I am going to do my capital letter. Go to the shops, full stop, inverted commas. Now I'm putting a full stop because I want that to be the end of my sentence. So we've got go to the shops, I said, and I said go to the shops. Both have the same thing, but they both work a little bit differently. You can use them, interchange them throughout all of your work, some sort of change it up, make it a little bit different. Now, one thing we're always saying is to change this word here, said. We always, as teachers say, said is a boring word. We do not want said. Said doesn't tell you much about it. We can change the emotion of the person saying it by changing that word. So for example, I could say, I shouted, go to the shops. And I'm going to put my inverted commas, and I'm going to change actually my punctuation in there. Because I'm shouting it, I want to show that I'm shouting it, so I'm going to put an exclamation mark in there. And that goes inside those inverted commas. It always needs to make sure it's inside there. I shouted, go to the shops. That shows a lot more emotion there. It shows that maybe I'm a bit angry. I could have, I'm going to do it the other way this time, so I have the speech first. Capital letter, go to the shops, comma, because I'm carrying my sentence on. If it doesn't end in a question mark or an exclamation mark, it should be, or a full stop, it should always have a comma. Go to the shops, I listed. Go to the shops. It could be that I'm in a situation where I don't want somebody to hear me. It could be that it's late at night. It could be that I'm a bit scared. It shows you the different emotions of the characters that might be speaking. So that is a little bit about speech. Let's have a little look. I'm going to hide that there. I'm going to go on to this one. At reported speech or indirect speech. This is when I'm saying about somebody talking. I'm not using inverted commas for this one. So changing, all going funny now. There we go. Changing. He said it's on the table. Full stop at the end. I'm still using my same things. Capital letter, full stop inside those inverted commas. He said it's on the table. Changing that into indirect speech or reported speech just means I'm taking those speech marks away. Now, it doesn't turn into he said it's on the table. I will turn around and say he told me it was on the table. So, he told me it was on the table. That is now reporting that that is what he said. I might have spelling mistake there. She said, be careful, comma, it's slippery. Full stop, inverted commas. To change that into indirect speech, I might put, she told me to be careful because it was slippery. So, she said, be careful, it's slippery, changes to, she told me to be careful because it was slippery. And I forgot to put my full stop in there. Okay, well, that is it for speech. I hope you got something from this. Remember, if there is anything at all that you want me to cover, anything, any topics you want me to talk about, don't forget to leave a comment down below. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.